Why, good evening, friendos. What's going on? What's up, Satellite Sun? What's up, Dominic? What's up, Loretro Spiso and Lodro High? Hi, everybody. Happy, must be Wednesday. Must be Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, then, I guess. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing good. Had a nice, pretty low-key day, I think. It is the penultimate day of school for my children for the school year. They will each have a very, very short day tomorrow. And that'll be it. They'll be out for the summer. It is! PM Collector Boy, it is. Also, good evening. I see requests happening, including a 20 gigabyte download, which is fine. Which is fine. I have no strictures about download sizes. My policy with stuff that is freely accessible is to have everything downloaded before we actually start the stream. We will have a significant volume of games, but as long as everything fits on my hard drive, and it should, because I don't have anything real... The only stuff that's on here right now that's really big, I can get rid of for the time being. So it should not be an issue. School in June, poor kids, yeah. Our school district runs a little bit later than normal, but it also starts a little bit later than normal, too. What's the biggest one? Do you mean biggest game I have on my computer right now? Tired, but also full of pizza. Don't think I can lie down yet. Yep. You're probably not getting back up from that if you do. Oh, the biggest demo for Friday? Oh, I don't know. I haven't started downloading anything yet. I would have to guess it's probably the 20 gigabyte download requested tonight, though. Most of the games that y'all have been putting in don't look like they would have very big downloads. But yeah. Giving Desperados meets Disco Elysium meets Baldur's Gate 3. That was an interesting mix. But yes, you're going to be reminded throughout the evening, thanks to the bot, but get your Next Fest demo requests in. Do it. Do the thing. You've only got one more night, actually. End of tomorrow night's stream, I'm cutting you all off so I can actually get everything done and dusted and downloaded. And make sure nobody, like, stealth requested porn or anything, which y'all are good about not doing that so far. When I submitted is in D2D, so it's probably like not even 1 gigabyte. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, in general, 2D is pretty small. 3D can be kind of big. 3D uncompressed textures is usually where things get out of hand. Goblin Cleanup still has a chance to... I think we're all just in a really bad headspace for that one. Thanks to our personalized channel memes. Also, community night voting. Come to Discord, vote if you haven't. Top 3 is contentious. It is. I've been peeking at it with great curiosity. So any of those games is going to be a good-ass time. So, Numberless Dread, thank you so much for subscribing for 44 months. There's somebody having a good-ass time. Must have. Good evening, Dave Thule. I promise the Goblin Cleanup is not... I believe you, Dave. I know you wouldn't do that to me without some kind of hint, at least. Found I bought Another Waters. I only mentioned it because there's going to be a sequel to Citizen Sleeper. Just one of those, wait, I own this moments. Yeah. I think at this point, we've all been there. For me, it tends to be games that I got in, like, I had them on my wish list for a super long time, and I forgot that I bought them. That I actually pulled them off of the wish list at some point. And it's still in my head, like, oh, I need to get around to buying this, I need to get around to buying this. And then I'll remember that notion, and I'll peek at it during a sale, and I'll be like, oh, shit, I have this. Damn, I should play it. Obviously play it. The demo for Rose Cottage, I like it. That's another cozy builder game, isn't it? Cozy builder games are taking over, chat. I know that there is a big movement towards cozy, wholesome, comforting games these days, and why wouldn't there be? The world is kind of not a nice place at the moment, so. Not a builder game? Is it a management game, then? Oh, it's a spooky, pointy, clicky adventure game in a haunted funeral home. Close enough. Close enough. I was probably thinking of something else then. Going to try and go to Canada tomorrow. Let's hope I don't get stopped by Canadian Border Patrol. Oh, you'll be fine. Just don't forget your passport. It seems like a lot of people forgot that at some point in the now distant past, they decided you needed a passport to go to Canada. The Dominion of Canada. Dedicated toggle for dad jokes. Oh, that kind of haunted, huh? I own 2 copies of Revolver 360 and a few others I don't remember buying for the accidental second purchase on another launcher. Canada's just the 51st state. We don't need a... It used to be that way. It used to be that way. And then 9/11 busted everybody's brains. They love what... Oh, I bet they love that one, yeah. You actually got through the border by whining enough. I could totally believe that working at the Canadian border. Mexican border, not so much. Somehow bought Dragon Age Origins like 4 times without realizing it. Yeah, I kind of have to. I kind of have to double check myself now when I'm buying something like an older game. Make sure I didn't already pick it up on GOG. I gotta keep both those clients open. Crossing the Alaskan-Canadian border back in 2004. I will readily admit to you, I almost said Arkansas-Canadian border before mentally catching myself and being like, you nitwit. I almost put up Tiny Aquarium, not for any particularly stunning gameplay, because you can see other people's aquariums. And if it had been a while since someone played, all their fish would be dead. Actually, not to get y'all too overexcited, not to overstimulate y'all or anything, but I'm actually I am pondering something special based on the games y'all request for this Friday. There is something that I may want to take into my own hand. Which I believe y'all would support greatly. Is overstimulate already? That's my secret chat. I'm always overstimulated. I've Darksiders like 5 times. Playing Tiny Aquarium right now. Should go feed me fit. You should. You should. RV Wingle, thank you so much for subscribing for 35 months, dude. What's up? How you doing? Satellite's got it. Nobody's requesting games Oddish wants to play. Y'all are... It's like in cartoons when they're like shooting a machine gun at somebody and they're like, they paint their outline around them. Y'all have done a very good job of that this time. There is some stuff in this next fest that I am determined I want to play it so bad, so. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if there's a little schedule shuffling is all I'm gonna say. Lodra, thank you so much for subscribing for 49 months and at tier 3 no less. My god, your generosity truly knows no bounds. Nobody's requested Metal Slug Tactics, it's true. It's true. Can you refund my next fest request? I'd like to pick a different game. I can indeed. I can indeed. That is RV Winkle asking that. Let me do a little kicky kick back. Bloop. There you go, friendo. You are free and clear. Not to be a stick in the mud, Metal Slug Tactics is raw, like Gordon Ramsay raw. I want to see that for myself, though. I want to know. I want to internalize. Otherwise, you know, the wondering will never cease. I don't know the kid slang is that good or bad. It's bad. Raw has come around to being bad. I think it had a period in, I want to say late 90s, early aughts, where being raw was good. But like he does, Gordon Ramsay ruined it for us. A lot of near misses for you so far this next fest. Ooh. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Well, maybe y'all picked some bangers out for Friday, and the stuff that I've been waiting on pins and needles for is going to be garbage. Who knows? What are we internalizing? A good question, Zem. A good question indeed. In fact, speaking of internalizing, we should probably get on with it. My demo I tried was at Demon School. It was gorgeous. I didn't do the combat tutorial, and I really should have. It sounds like you're playing games like I do, Dominic. Running into dome really questionable key binding choices this next fest. What is our next illusion? What is our next illusion? Probably more wisdom. I've deluded myself into wanting to max out my wisdom score in this game. I don't know why. I just want to. Imbibe, don't mind if I do. Got me some gin and lemonade. Which is delicious. Okay. This used to be my favorite thing to bring to streams. I think I've actually come around to peach rum punch. I think I really enjoy the sweet richness of that now. I mean, I still love gin. I still love the shit out of gin. Gin and tonic is probably authentically my favorite thing to bring, but it's hard to keep carbonated tonic water around. I get big cheap bottles and they go flat like that. Demon School is downloaded, waiting to be tried, but I've heard the demo is huge. Yeah, maybe set aside some time for that. I haven't had time to play anything myself. I have been... 3 things on my list that I'm determined to do. I want to polish off Sable once and for all. I want to play through the rest of Fashion Police Squad. And I want to play Scald. I have not actually played Scald since we checked it out last Friday. And that pains me. It pains me, chat. But I really need to set aside some time for Scald. Hopefully I'll have that time this weekend, so. So download a 17 gig Might and Magic 6 clone demo before seeing that uses AI art. Oof. Yeah, tonic water does have to be used quick. If I was worse with money, I'd get I get 6 packs of little individual bottles of tonic water to mix my drinks with. But that would be like exponentially more expensive than just buying a big 1 liter bottle and dealing with the fact that it goes flat after the first evening. Are you trying to find all the masks? That's the reason I'm not done yet. I haven't decided how much I want to do. I've done most of the stuff in Sable. I'm not gonna do everything. I don't want to do the fishing stuff. I know that sounds insane, but I don't really like the fishing in Sable. So. Good evening, Manic. How you doing? Just make sure I don't need to spend more Dragon. You absolutely do need to spend Dragon Coin. Yeah. You must put it in through the system. Posting it in Discord does nothing for you. I refunded that to you yesterday, Manic. As soon as I noted that it was that somebody else had picked it, I refunded it to you. Metal Slug Tactics drop? The demo did, at least. But yeah. Not so worried about a demo. I have discovered... It's interesting. In general, I've discovered when I play a demo of something that I'm really interested in, if it's bad... the main game ends up being bad. Like, I've discovered that the cope of, oh, it's just a demo, they've still got time to work on it, almost never pans out. And despite saying that, there are instances where a demo comes out way before the actual release of the game. Like, Dread Delusion's demo came out years ago. But I think it's a different circumstance that. I think something like Dread Delusion, it was more like a proof of concept, as opposed to what you generally get in Next Fest, which is something designed to get games on people's wish lists and pre-orders and whatnot. Monomyth has also been years, also being done mostly by one person. Seeing random people's aquariums as entertainment value, dead fish, rich fish tank, one tiny single tetra in a vast ocean of loneliness. Sometimes the demo's way too early, that's when there might be hope for the full game, yeah. But I mean, something that has a release date, that has a demo, that demo ain't changing. that is what you're getting. Anyway, we're all the way up to 10 delusions, chat. I am deluded AF. To be honest, I feel like most games won't put out a demo until it mostly resembles what they're going for. If you don't like the demo, liking the full game is a stretch. Not impossible, unlikely. I would agree with that, yeah. I would agree with that estimation. Alright, well, we're back here in the wobbly new noggin. What were we up to? We gotta find Vela. We haven't returned the tea yet. I need to do this, actually. I need to catch up with the ghost. Haven't done anything with that lately. We're not going to do Dead Unpaid. There's one more spot in Hallowshire that I need to mark on my map. Still getting hassled by guards? Nah, we're good. Guys at the counter's not nighttime. I don't believe innkeepers ever sleep. I think innkeepers are always up so that you can always get a bed to pass the time. Which I don't need anymore because I have a spell that warps me into the future. But for all the non-magical sorts, I think they have to keep that system running. I am looking for... Okay, most of what's going on is centered on the northeast of Hallow, which is where we need to go. I'm not doing that. The Emberian questline picks up southeast of Hallowshire, I guess east of the swamp. Not doing that yet, not doing that yet. Can't do that yet. Kids are howling outside. People stop sleeping or just random dudes. Yeah, it's just dudes passed out drunk. Oh yeah, and we have access to the portal network, but we've got to rebuild it, as it turns out. Keep it like that. What's up, Fury Fighter? Good to see you. Intravenous 2 is doing a demo again. That game is cool. Alright, so this is where it looks like right now. We ambi here. I think... So yeah, I think down here is where the Emberian went. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the stuff over here. I think let's go exploring in a that weirdly direction. Inherited a new nightly duty that requires me to go to a website and input the night's numbers. Okay. Oh, this is not the way out. This is the way out. Yeah, we're going over into that weirdly direction. What's going on? Yeah, I haven't done any more smuggling missions, but I kind of want to. Maybe after we clear out some of this other stuff, we'll go futz around with that. Website kind of redirects to an obvious malware site, so maybe we resolve that before I do anything. Might be a good call. There may be wisdom in that, in fact. Oh, this is quite a ledge you have here. This is quite a ledge you have here. Sounds like typical hotel cost-cutting shit. Whoop! Hey, I made it. Alright, well, first things first, there's a tower here, and I want to check it out. I mean, when you got a neat-ass tower, I don't know how you expect me to resist that. Once you click a thing and download a file to prove you're not a robot. To prove you're not a robot, prove that you're gullible enough to infect your own computer with malware for us. So I actually haven't been up here. We're near the Erudite Academy. There's another one of those Wiccan monuments there. Alright, well I guess we're just going this way then. I don't make the rules. I just go where the game wants me to. We're surprised they probably get a lot of people like that. I'm smart enough to know it's fake as hell, but a lot of people aren't. My company IT groups are always sending out fake phishing emails to see who the gullible ones in the company are. Never had to do that. Usually it's print all reports in the world and fill out a big shitty Excel file. Ah yes, big shitty Excel files. Nothing quite like them. Truly the grease that keeps the wheels of organization turning. You know what? I'm gonna magic you. Boom! That is a good spell. I like that spell. I'm a big fan of that spell. Gods help you if you accidentally erase a formula. Cells can be so fragile. So incredibly fragile. Boji report nightly. We found this out on Tuesday. Report it right away. I haven't heard back. At this point, I'm assuming it's important enough to them. They'll do something about it. Not oh well. Just make it their problem. I think that's the Emberian ruins that I'm supposed to head to. At least I hope it is. Where is that? You know, I never actually... I don't think I didn't go to that castle. Wait, no. Is that a castle? That might not actually be a castle. That might be a gateway. This looks like an interesting landmark. I agree, video game. The map has been updated. Yeah, I really wonder if there's something I can do with these Wiccan monuments, or if it's something that's going to be unknown to me for not getting all friendly with the Wiccans. Okay, there's something weird going on down in there. Something skeletal looking. Can you soul spear them? Magic doesn't really seem... Like, magic has very specific uses. As far as I know, this game doesn't have any, like, unusual interactions like that. What are we trying to accomplish? What is the overall goal? Okay, so there is a mercenary leader named Vela Kalos. And years ago, she found out about an artifact in the Underlands that allows you to remix reality. And she is on a quest to find that and rewrite the world in her own image. And we don't want that to happen. We have been charged by the Apostatic Union to find her and bring her in, which we have to do because we are their prisoner. We're kind of stuck with them. What in the God Christ hell is this? Tiny insects scurry over the being's face. The stench is overpowering, sickly sweet. It leans in to smell you. I smell that your flesh is plump and healthy. Pagath has blessed you indeed. Oh, I can make tributes to Pagath here. That's fascinating. What are you? Liquids ooze from a widening smile. Do not be intimidated by my glory. Once I was mortal like yourself, but Pagath is nothing if not generous. I've been blessed to bear his fruit, to endure sweet agonies, so that I may heal the land and feed the people. You wish for more words? Tell me of Pagath. The god of growth, of sustenance, of life itself. Those who worship him will not go hungry or succumb to illness. They will die fat, bloated, and euphoric. He has protected these islands for many generations. Monuments to his greatness lie in glorious ruin. Mortals perish, but he endures. Not even the blasphemous war can cleanse him. Where can I find him? Why, he lives inside you, in your breath, in your blood, in your cells. Even now he caresses your organs with fondness, with love, with intent. All you must do is permit him and he will help you. Ah, but I sense this answer did not satisfy you. Fear not, he is close nearby in his glorious bulk. He grants an audience to those who are devout so that he may bless them personally. If this is what you desire, make a tribute to him here, I will direct you further. Yeah, so we found out, we found other ruins to Pagath last night, and found out that he was ostensibly a good god, at least until the world rend. After the world rend, he kind of lost the plot and started preserving life at any cost, despite the quality of that life that was being preserved. It's real Father Nurgle vibes there. Okay, before I make a tribute to Pagath, what did... I got a quest update on this one, the God Hunt. To infiltrate further, a tribute of mushroom wine must be given, which I do not believe... I have Scryshroom tea. I don't believe I have mushroom wine. I've got a brainstem if you want that. Or some beer. Everybody likes beer, right? God of Taco Bell. And then... Whoa! That's neat. Cool. False wall. I'm sorry, was there anything else? No, that's it. That's it. That's all it is. That's all we need. Alright. Alright, I need mushroom wine for this guy. This very, very interesting fella. It's been like 4 years of my childhood studying musical theory, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the device, this breathy in and out thing the soundtrack uses. I see some something over there. Now we know illusory walls are a thing. Oh shit. I think I get another free brainstem. Yep. There's a lot of fucked up stuff in this game. I think these are probably the most fucked up. The Death's Veil. There is something deeply not right about that. Alright, I want to just kind of scoot down here if that's... Wait. I've been there. Yeah, I'm way up here. I don't need to be. Alright, let's head back down. Wee. I mean, honestly, hang on. I'm thinking I could probably get mushroom wine just at the inn. So let me just do a little bit of this. All I know is where's the caveman? Good evening, Boot Blacking. How you doing? I don't think the gods of Blasphemous and Dread Delusion ever get together to swap beauty tips. That would make sense. I'd like to buy a drink. Recently got a big shipment of fine wine from Riova. If you're looking for cipher wine, we've been short ever since the Clockwork Kingdom shut its borders. Fine wine, herb wine, beer, foul booze. Damn, I don't have mushroom wine. I have to work on that, apparently. Ah, well. That's where we just were. I could take a different one down. I was going to check out that tower and missed my chance. What if we just... Here we go. Whee! So that's... Okay, so that still hurts. Oh, no. That does hurt. But the spell will at least save you from death. see some guards out here. Is that a Bowie knife sword? This is a fine sword. It's been sharpened and polished. And apparently the sharpening process, like, cuts it down from normal sword proportions, so. Yeah, yeah, more accurately is the twice upgraded rusty sword. I want to know what's in this tower. Is that a bad person? That's a bad person, all right. One that is not terribly effective at fighting. Money and... oh. Odd to find a lock... This is only the second locked treasure chest I found in the entire game, and apparently they locked up their beer. Nice throw, idiot. There we go. Can't believe I'm wasting throwing knives like that. I'm down to 115. Shit. Ow. Use an explosion. Wow, you can block spells. I didn't realize that. Stealer bow. I don't know why I can't do that. It's so weird. I feel like I'm never actually gonna get a bow. There is a person in there? Are they an enemy? I guess we're gonna find out. Because we're getting in here. Hi. Yeah, that's a magic person. I think they tried to do the same thing to me that I just did to them. And they failed at it. Whoa. Vagrant's robe. 10 armor, plus 10 spellcast. Threadbare garments probably worn by a cipher scribe who had fallen on hard times. It was not uncommon to see scribes living the lowly life of a vagrant. One should not underestimate them, for their very attire may crackle with magical potential. Gives you a bit of Hex and 2 vibes? Oh, definitely, yeah. Why are they delusions? There was an explanation, I forgot what it was. Belief is everything. As your delusions grow, so does your power. Find enough glimmers of delusion by exploring the world or completing quests, and they will grant a full delusion. Delusions can be spent to increase one of your core attributes. I think you're kind of tricking yourself into thinking that you're more powerful. Or tricking yourself into rewriting reality. Anyway, I think it seems like I'm up to 5 glimmers per delusion now. And my spellcast is already plenty high, so yeah, my current equipment is 30 armor and plus 20 defense. This one would be 10 armor and plus 10 spellcast. Though I can upgrade this using threads, which I will probably do, because it's not like I have anything else to spend threads on. And I am a magic-y type. That looks like another path out of the mountaintop. So the blasphemous problem of your world has proven the existence of gods and they can be made through prayer. So we actually found some really interesting, hello, sir. We found some really interesting lore last night. Wow, if I sneak attack with my spell, it just fucking ruins these guys. So apparently, according to the Apostatic Union, humanity invented ciphers, which are basically the written code that runs the universe. And through ciphers and faith, humans created gods. And that is a major component of the Apostatic Union's justification for purging the gods. If we made them, we can unmake them, basically. But we found a book last night that suggests that cipher language existed before humans. That it is something like the natural state of the universe. I don't know why I bothered to do that. Down really fast in melee. Humanity invented the code that runs the universe. That's what the Empire says. But it sounds like that may very well not be the case. And it certainly wouldn't surprise me at all if it's not. Humans invent code that runs the universe or has the same vibe as the sun revolves around the earth. Well, you also have to remember that in Dread Delusion, we're basically dealing with existence by consent. Like consensual reality. That's how cipher magic works, that's how delusions work, that's how the gods are powered. It's because people believe things are true. Technically, I suppose, even if cipher magic existed before humanity, if enough of humanity believed that they were responsible for cipher magic, that might actually rewrite the rules. Hello there. Old man coughs violently, his blood lurching with each expulsion. He spits blood and phlegm on the floor. Can you pet the floater? Consent if you really want reality. My life flickers, my vision is gone. Who goes there? Are you the third come to relieve me? Who are you? Oh, no, we cannot tell, cannot divulge. I would betray the code, betray the order. There are always three, you see, 3 in 1. One to lead, the others to follow. We can't divulge our true names. No, we work in secrecy. I traveled the Sky Realms for the order, you see. Finding contacts, seeking buyers, striking trade deals. I visited lands scorched by the brightest neuron stars and desolate islands made of the most brilliant, beautiful ice. Oh, that's the other thing. Stars are neurons. The cosmos is a great network of neurons that people have already realized is shockingly similar to what's going on inside our own brains. On the name Prophet for the order of 3 and 1. I mean, still for a while silent except for a strained wheezing breath. I'm sorry, I must have dozed off. What was the question? Rest easy. I don't believe I have the charm to convince this guy from someone else. He has a treasure and a delusion, though, which I would like very much. I guess I could find out, actually. Yeah, you need 40 charm for that. That's not happening. The solipsism, the RPG. One way to look at it, I suppose. The other thing about gods is you can't really keep them down. This is a godling. And we're just hoovering them up all over the place. That was the cave I popped out of. I guess I should go see what those farmsteads over there are all about. Maybe that's why this exists. Was there her hand icon to interact with a rock? I don't believe so. That would definitely be a first. There was for sure. Okay, I apparently finished Hallowshire cartography. And I need to return to him for the reward. Alright, so I filled in all of this map. This is the Inquisition raid. This, I presume, goes to the Clockwork Kingdom. Not the nicest looking place I've ever seen. What's going on here, champ? I do my duties in aging. God worship is outlawed, and these people are violating apostolic law. It's hard not to sympathize. The famine is bad here, and people are starving. It's clear the Union isn't doing enough to help. I don't blame these people for looking for a solution. I don't blame them, but I do punish them. So the hand icon to interact with a rock. Was it just some random rock? Bastards, the Union will pay for what they've done. 5 years ago, they came and outlawed all the priests. Since then, the crops have withered, the cattle have died. The rich folk in town can buy imported food, but out here we're starving. Even the bell tower crumbled with nobody to repair it. And now they send their guard dogs to finish the job. I'm sorry, goodbye. I don't think I have the charm to sympathize with you. I'm not charming enough to have sympathy for the regular people. The rock on the ground on a hill. Was it? You looked at it for a couple seconds, even. It must have been the rock that I got the godling out of. The interaction prompt for that does not go away immediately after you open it up. By the godling. Inquisition agents watching a body swing from the gallows with grim fascination. Cultists riddle these hills like vermin. Whenever we lift a rock, a dozen scuttle out. Anyone could be secretly devout. But watch yourself, stranger. Our eyes are on you, too. What are these cultists? They worship something called Pagan, nasty old fertility god. Our scribes have traced him back to the Middle Ages, which would make him ancient if this isn't some imposter. Whatever this is, our scribes are picking up Class B energies around the farms and the castle, so it's up biggin'. Some of the people around here are bearing mutations consistent with fertility curses, so we're close. There's something here. What do you think is here? Not sure. We found a cache of fertility idols, and a Wiccan priest was hiding in a secret chamber. There's something we're missing, though. Something big. Interrogated a few of the locals. Everyone breaks eventually. When this lot blurted something about a bell tower, some silencing curse kicked in. Their mouths filled with maggots, thousands spilling from their lips until their throats ripped open. Oh, God. There's not a bell tower around here. Okay, so I did find that bell tower. So that is where I need to go next. At least for that quest. Let's see. Check that place out. I guess we'll go down and around. There are a lot of buildings and stuff that I need to check. Well, hi there. I like your hat. Villager slumps forward, voice faint. Please, some food, please. Okay. Let's see, that is... Oh, I guess I haven't been down here. Starting to wonder how allegorical this is all going to turn out to be. Question. There's another godling over there. What was that? good word of Pegeth. Yeah, see, the godling rocks continue to have an interaction point because the godlings do eventually grow back. Can't keep the god down for long, apparently. I was just actually Captain Novolin doing brain surgery on a patient and saw a dream delusion. What if it all is just a big metaphor for something? Need a 5 for this one. Oh, hey! Second try. No, ow! Oh, there's... Oh, I stepped on a trap like an idiot. Was not expecting that in the least. Oh my god. Bows allow you to fight from afar, balancing speed and martial ability to dictate the flow of combat from a distance. Once seen better days. Good twang and the string might break for good. Nah, I don't. I don't think so, champion. How close is this to the beginning of the game? Not very. You gotta do the intro and Blinding Light. You gotta do the main quest in Quill to get the passport. And then once you get to Hallowshire, you need to head all the way to the east and get through a locked door that is not easy to get through. The end is all revealed to be Chopin's dying dream, and GPG never streams again. Now my question is, how do I... Man, how do I switch between weapons? Q, okay. Yes, that's definitely how you hold a bow. I mean, this thing's gonna be total trash compared to what I've been using, but... I yearn for surprise, Chopin. That's pretty decent. Oh, you gotta kind of hold it for a while, though. There we go. Not because I want GPG to end, because it'd be so funny. I genuinely don't know what the reaction to Eternal Sonata would be like around here. Because y'all do love RPGs, but it's not good. Would you be devastated if this was the dying dream of Schumann or Liszt? I mean, look, straight up, I love the concept. Like, I honestly really like the concept of Eternal Sonata. It's just they made a dog shit RPG out of it. If somebody took that whole premise but made it good, I would be totally on board. Is it not good in an entertaining way? It's been long enough that... Okay, music just got intense. In general, bad RPG is the worst streaming game due to length and pace. I mean, it's a bit confounding because it starts good and ends bad. Here's the largest. Emberian ruined the Anaric Isles. We trade in Underland's metal and Emberian antiques. Oh, it's Rustburg. Oh, this is where I needed to go. All right, we got main plot stuff happening here. Good evening, Library Man. How you doing? Thank you so much for subscribing for 46 months, dude. That is such a long time. Very much appreciated. Person who's played and finished, in my opinion, is at least 50% of the game is actually quite decent. I know. I mean, opinions may vary, but there is a very specific point where that game just yeets itself off a fucking cliff. Very specific. The funniest part is I think it's possible that people might agree on this point, but not actually agree on what that point is. Oh, hello there, sir. Now look here, this is my tree, and that's my loot, so get lost, you hear? Do you live here? I've been here for 60 years, since before the damn apostates? Apostates, right? Blasted the place to smithereens. Man, music got really good. What is this town? Time was a town called Rustburg on account of all the merchants selling Emberian junk. You see, there's an old Emberian ruin up there and plenty of detritus. Though in all the time the town's been here, they never did crack open the big old doors. Some of that magic metal still holds tight no matter how many cannons you blast at it. This place is such a wreck. About 40 years ago was the God War. The apostates, I guess we call them the Union now, they caught wind of some Wiccan holdouts and blasted the whole town with a fortress ship. Town was fine, so most of the folk just moved there. Nobody ever rebuilt Rustburg. You know way into town? You can get that big stone tower, there's two ways around. You can go the long way with all the goblins and moths, or you can go the special way. Can you tell me the special way? No. I went telling every damn fool about I wouldn't be special no more, would it? So you get sawed off. I think you and I are in disagreement as to exactly when I agree there's a port where the game just explodes in a nuclear cloud. Battle system's interesting, the visual graphic design stays beautiful throughout. Story starts as fluffy nothing, and the promise of Chopin never really gets realized. Yeah. I think that's, to me, the biggest tragedy of the whole game is they have a real... That is way the fuck out there. I just realized. I am looking at something that's like fucking out here. Did I just see something swoop through here? Holy shit, there is an airship just going bonkers over here. Hang on, I want to see what this thing does. Do shit, man. Get going. Oh, now it's shy. Now it's not gonna do it. Alright, fine. See if the airship wants a cool new spooky statue. Maybe that's the special way. I don't mind taking the long way. These critters aren't terribly threatening. I can two-shot these guys, so. Making noise again, moving. It may be. May be, but I have places to go and things to do. Critters to battle. Place is making all kinds of interesting noises. Some items over there. Ah, okay. I see how this works. We get up into the tower and we take the lift. And it's pure nonsense. Even if you're put up with how spongy everything gets, it still doesn't stick the landing. The ending is awful. The ending is... Ooh. Herb wine. Not mushroom wine. Quite a scream from a moth. Alright, so what do we got here? Ooh. Who's the person sitting down by the wine? A corpse. A dead person. That's why all their stuff was splayed out around them. That's rude. Maybe they had something to say. Oh. Ow. God. Glorp. All I hope is when I die, an RPG protagonist can find me to be interesting storytelling. Unalived in his lane, thriving. Like this guy. This happy little fella right here. Elixir of Luck. Concoction makes users slightly better at everything by boosting their attributes for a limited time. Used heavily by the criminal gangs of Slev, they call this elixir lucky, but despite being more of a magical stimulant. Consider me stimulated, chat. Notice to all in this year 1406, the town of Rustburg is hereby abandoned. By decree of the apostatics, no coin shall pass between hands here. Let this be a warning to all who harbor Wiccans and their vile gods. Potion of Adderall. Oh, shit. Okay. Getting tired of guys with shields. Oh god, there's more up there. Oh Jesus, there's a lot up there. Fuck. And here I thought I had this all planned out. Is there a shield stealing spell? If there is, I have not found it yet. When in doubt, just magic the living hell out of them. I'll get to that shield guy later. My magic missile is strong as hell, frankly. It is powerful and potent. And I'm very proud of it. So there's this. This is barred from the other side. Oh, there's a brain stem in there. There's a brain stem, and I would like it. Where does this go? Aha, okay. Makes sense if your magic is based on wisdom, you've been cranking your wisdom. Imagine maximum brain stat magic missiles. Oh, we're gonna get there. We're only 2 points off from there. I think the way this works, I think all these stats are on a scale from 0 to 100. And I think you get like your pertinent stat times 5 as a base. So my wisdom is 8. So I get 40 to each of these, and if I remember correctly, my backgrounds gave me bonuses to both lore and spellcast, which is why I'm at 60. So even maxed out, like, these stats would max out at 70, and I think you can make up the difference with equipables. Because I've gotten rings that give you like plus 20 to, you know, like barter and such. Wow, first try on that one. Quick. I want to get in here. You need might of 6 to break it, so we're gonna have to pick it. I wish games would break these out into combat and non-categories. Yeah, I need a 6 to get in here. I mean, I got plenty of lockpicks, but... Oh, shit. That actually worked out very well, in fact. Glorious treasure. I've got a couple of these at this point. By the way, lockpicks can also be used to disarm traps. I just haven't been doing that. Because in general, pretty easy to just avoid them. Ah, so that's where this door goes. Cool, okay. And then And this door goes to whatever the hell this place is. Pretty fucked up workshop. Fine ore. Which I'm sure you can upgrade the bow somehow. But I don't... I assume it's going to be with ores. Oh, wow. Busted them up. Maybe if you hit them at the right time, you stagger them so they drop their guard. Seems though you're hitting charm checks every time you talk to an NPC. When the opportunity cost of leveling that is not being able to vaporize enemies in combat, it's hard to justify putting the points in. Yeah, I believe they designed this game to be... like, I think they designed it so that no character is going to be able to access everything. But for most things, you'll have different options. Like, for example, that gold locked door down in the tunnels, you could get past with a high might score or with decent lockpicking, right? Other locked doors I've seen you can get past either with lockpicking or with lore by searching around for hidden stuff to let you get through. Places to be full of leaking sewage lines and plenty of most formidable defense system. Will that stop you IRL if you need to break in somewhere? No, I don't think so. If I'm on a mission to get into some place, a little poop water isn't gonna stop me. Combat seems super easy so far. I feel like if you're min-maxing, you want to go heavy in Perseniga. Yeah, I don't really know. I almost feel like might is more for the access that it grants than the actual bonuses to combat. Because my might is 1. My attack is 5. But I am still dropping dudes in a couple sword swings. You tank the poop water, or would you make preparations for it? I'd certainly prepare for it if I could. Oh, fuck. Okay. Ah, shit, I hit the table. Ah, shit, I hit the guy with the shield. Yeah, one might, and you can melee anything you want to death. Yeah, basically. Herb wine. I don't need herbaceous wine. I need shroomy wine. You only might need that stat. Secondary question, poop water, you prefer cologne person? Absolutely not, no. I don't think I have ever worn cologne in my entire life. I do not give a shit. I wear deodorant. I'm very happy that my magic has the ability to one-shot dudes, though. If I catch them unawares. Alright, I have another Delusion. Plain Doom, you can get drunk off any flavor of wine if you drink enough in one sitting. Alright, we're doing this. Wisdom. Yeah. Lauren's spellcaster now 65. Also, I just noticed I'm wearing the wrong ring. I'll be wearing that. Not that it matters, I don't think these guys are going to try and poison me. But you never know what's around the next corner. Oh, okay, this is the path. This is what I need to do. That's the path ahead. So the real question is... Hang on, can I make that? I can! Look at me. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, Christ. Damn it. Alright, well, we're gonna have a bit of a climb back up then. Because I have not yet activated that lift, which is what I meant to do, but I fell down first. I was hoping there'd be some way into this place from here, but I guess not. Ugh! Whoa, okay. Didn't expect that. Level up your feet. Haven't found the place we need to go, and must now do the traditional RPG thing of going absolutely everywhere else. Right you are. Right you are. It is a time-honored tradition in these games. Now that I know what I'm doing, I must do everything else. Actually, I'm thinking... Hang on. How's we gonna find more items that we're not gonna... Oh no, this is barred from the other side. So no, okay, so I do need to get into there from above, somehow. Somehow. Which... Can't get in that way. That's not a door. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Things just make random noises when you pass them. I've been wondering about that too. It has been odd. Alright, sorry. I'm gonna activate this and then come back up. In case that happens again. Apparently lifts just don't work unless you use them once. Now there is this ledge out here. Oh, that doesn't go anywhere. There's a hole in the roof over here. I don't know if that's relevant to something. I'm gonna check it out. Oh, wait, I think it is. That's how you get over here. That is so cool. Oh, that rules. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I love it. Now that door is open. Oh my god, you have to break this open with might. There's no other way to open this door. Oof. I only need might of 2. It's a shame I just spent one. I can remember to come back. Alright, anyway, let's get on with it. We're here for a reason. You've been deemed a weenie. So that's what the Emberian key is for, to get us up here. The Emberian lady we need should be up here. Again, really great view of this place. Really just magnet. This does look like an interesting landmark. What does the map look like now? So apparently we made it to the Emberian Vault. Are those people who are gonna get mad at me for being... Yeah, they are. Wait, I think these are Dark Stars. Yeah, these are dark stars. See if I can kind of sidle around. I went back to checking out 80 Days. I'm still not convinced I know what I'm doing in this game. Chat, what are some games y'all keep coming back to that you're never quite sure you've gotten a grip on? I think we've all had games like those. Oh, there's a godling over here. Nice. Love when dudes try to heal, giving you the free kill. Happens a lot in this game. Diablo 2. Pathologic. Oh yeah, Pathologic's a good one for that. Lose rep with a faction for killing their agents? Yes. Yes, you do. I think for killing Darkstar, I lose Darkstar reputation, I gain Apostatic Union. Genuinely surprised they didn't put anything under that bridge. Whoa, okay, fancy. I don't know much about the Emberians. Hitman Blood Money for you? I hope she doesn't want me to... She looks like she wants to fight, man. She looks like she's gonna fight. That was such a Morrowind door. This is such a Morrowind area. Like, honestly. I've got so many of these. Cogmind. I feel like I never attuned to what the heck I'm supposed to do past the first mission. Listen, let's talk this out, okay? It doesn't need to come to blows. Emberian breathes heavily, leaning on her sword. I can tell you're a persistent one. Though I have to admit I didn't think you'd make it in here. Still, you're lucky I got here first. These synthetics would have torn you limb from limb. Most surprised is pure coincidence. I came to help you. Chuckles, I don't need your help, and I know you're only after mine, so the answer's still no. Now stay out of the way. Behind that door are the answers I seek. I've just got to catch my breath. Quest log, or you... What are you thinking? Oh no, these are completed ones. Haha, I knew that. Oh, I can help unseal the door. That door is barred from the other side, and then this one's destroyed, right? Oh, this one's locked. Oh, I can break the lock. Love the gameplay a ton. Do I feel like I know what I'm doing? Lol, no. Something has changed. Alright, I triggered some lore. Lore has happened, and I opened the door for her. Okay. This is unexpected. The Emberian kneels, head bowed, sagging beneath the weight of her armor. Body convulses. After a moment, you realize she's quietly sobbing. Hearing your approach, she falls silent. Are you okay? Catch a faint smile. Not really. You know, she found me in one of these places, in one of those coffins. Oh, God. Looks pissed. It was Vela. She was 8 years old. When she pulled me out of that machine, coughing up ancient fluids, I couldn't have been much older. And so I was born into this world. I was lucky. Vela's father took me in and schooled me like his daughter, but I never found anyone who could explain my strange birth. I never found anyone like me. I thought this place might be different from the others. I thought it might explain something. That's just another dead end. So you really are Emberian. Who could say? Perhaps before the world rend, I was raised by a loving family who thought I'd be safe here. Maybe I'm just a child of machines and magic. I'll never know for sure. I understand that now. But though none of these rusted tombs have given me answers, each one has fueled my anger. The Emberians threaded their needle through the world, altering its tapestry of their whims. And for what? The more I learn, the more I see their greed, their self-interest, their lust for power. In the end, it destroyed them. It destroyed our world. Scholars can debate over scant evidence for an age, but who doesn't feel the truth on their guts? 400 years ago, the Emberians caused the world rend with their feckless ambition. That is their legacy, and I feel the weight of their sins. How could you change that? What can anyone do about ages past but try to banish their lingering phantoms? For the Emberian age haunts us still. The Apostatic Union, the Inquisition, the Clockwork Kingdom. They all seek to harness that ancient evil. We can't repeat those mistakes. I thought Vela understood that. The Vela betrayed your beliefs. At first, I thought Vela would simply listen to me. We'd often plundered harmless Emberian relics while leaving that which seemed unstable or dangerous. Why should this be any different? The map we found and the artifact it promised, they rekindled something in her, a passion, an ambition that could not be quelled. She was determined to change the world even if it meant dooming it. So what options did I have left other than my sword? I spilled the blood of my friends, my family. Still, I failed. You've not failed, not yet. Together we'll finish what you started. She sighs. For a moment she is still, but then she looks at you, a fire in her eyes. You're right. For too long I've clung to the past, felt like I owed Vela something, but this is bigger than the two of us, bigger than anything else. If I have to kill my sister to save the world, so be it. Promise me one thing. If against the odds we manage to fight our way to Vela, leave her to me, okay? It's settled then. I'll help you. I'm the only other person in the Sky Realms who saw the map Vela's following, so I know where to find her, but we'll need others. I heard you captured Vela's old fortress, the Blinding Light. I'll make my way there, and thank you. Cool! I have done a thing. So it seems like these... people in these are dead. They did not make it. Made outside once again. I got a glorious treasure for my troubles. Anything cool under here? You know, Apple finally released a calculator for their iPads? I did not know that. At long last, huh? Never too late, I suppose. Never too late. I need to check out that castle. The concerning castle. Get a nice view of Rustburg from down here. Up here. Down there. Up, down, all around. Huh, I thought there'd be something back here. Apparently not. Alright, just like that, we've done it. Let's save us some time on the way back. We'll at least take us back to Rustburg. That goofy ass ship. Well, I guess we could go see what that ship's all about. While we're in the neighborhood. Maybe. I can figure out how to get around there. I think maybe we want to go up this way. This lift is not yet active. Okay. Fine. As you say. Lorp. Costs extra to get multiplication. The DLC, apparently. stuff. Ow, there was a trap. Actually, I'm gonna try my healing spell. I haven't gotten to use this yet. Oh, that is powerful, actually. That is powerful regen. Got us another Delusion. Telescope. Fine invention allows the user to see long distances. Well, I would like to fuck with that. Let's see. Okay, I wanna kind of rearrange this stuff. Because everything's in kind of an odd order here. Stamina, we'll do the book, we'll do telescope, and we'll do the knives. I just have another spell slot. I guess we'll do entice. I don't want to have advanced time on there because I generally don't need it. Sweet. Ooh. Nice, okay. Cool. I like it. I like it, Chad. I like it. I'm missing... Okay, so we're over here. Definitely want to see what this is. Definitely want to see what this is. Definitely want to find some mushroom wine. Mushroom wine is the big thing causing me consternation at the moment. Like, I really want to get that. I really want to get in good with the goopy guy. So that's not how you get there. There is some stuff over here. Can't go wrong with more godlets. The cartographer dude's over there. And yes, I saw that cave. I know there's stuff in there. Okay, this is a bit odd. How the hell do you even get over there? I know I can get to that castle. How does the map say to do it? The map doesn't say to do it. Well. Oh, I think it was right here. Apparently this is what's left of the aristocracy around here. Okay, yeah, see, there's that crazy airship. I really do want to get over there and find out what's going on with that, but I'm not 100% sure how you even get there. Oh, there are monsters afoot over here. These things freak me out. These things are very odd looking. I believe there are some kind of servants of the fertility god. think I hit the guy in, like, the toe. I haven't seen lore stuff in a while. It would be nice. Although I'm having pretty decent luck with lockpicking. I wonder if I can sleep here without getting, like, mugged or something. Seems like. I wonder if it actually matters if you, like, close doors and such. Very exciting place. It seem as though somebody lives here? Oh, Lord, that is a big Chungus lock. The red key. I had this. I have gained an apostatic union passport. That's kind of a big deal. I need that to get to either the Clockwork Kingdom or the Eternal Kingdom. So eventually I'm gonna need 2 of them. You can get mugged in this, yes. It's honestly, it's gonna sound ridiculous. It's honestly a pretty minor thing. If you sleep in an unsafe place, there's a chance that you'll get mugged during the night. They'll steal like 5 coins from you. Like, it's so incredibly minor. It's basically like you might have to randomly pay for lodging. Like, oh no. This place. Be on a map. Finally, you can go to evil Canada. Quebec. So, I found Hallow Castle. The last place we'll have to check out down here is this place. I really need to sell all this cartography stuff. I'm carting around. Sword does a lot of damage on its own. Like, I have to wonder, if I put all my points into might, would I just be, like, one-shotting everything? Something seems a little off here. That looks like it should be something. Better do a second playthrough to test that out. This is the kind of game that I could totally see, like, when I finish it, when I finish streaming it, I might just start playing it again on my own. Just because it's so cool. Hi there. Come from outside, is not safe out there. There's things out there. I saw them out my window. They were like, seem to have trailed off there, friend. One shot a door. Could honestly be a pretty valuable skill. I'm sure there's a guide on Steam to tell you, like, what the optimal build is to be able to access everything. What fun would that be, Chad? I don't play games to be optimal. Hello, that's the edge of the universe. Yeah, there are some islands way the hell out there. Alright, I have to wonder about the inhabitants of this castle. Given that there's all kinds of, like, tentacly creepy crawlies here. After they're done with Might and Magic likes, they can do a Deus Ex like. Somebody's got to get around to that eventually. I mean, there's a thief like Gloomwood. Trying to get a lot of people from the shop to come see the newest Alien movie. Oh, Alien Romulus, right? The trailer for that looked really good. Yeah, this castle is still full of these fucking things. Illithids or whatever. Hello. Are you well? Oh, you're... Okay, so that was apparently a lore interaction. Weird. That's not a person, that's a statue. I guess we're looking for a bunch of those now. Well, that's a person. Greetings, stranger. If I were you, I'd leave this accursed place, leave and not look back. What's wrong with the castle? You not sense it? Hallow Castle has been stricken with a terrible curse. Foul creatures stalk the land while our duke writhes in agony. I'll start when that damned Wiccan came to our aid. I'll tell you the plague was better than this. If you insist on lingering, a word of advice, things are not what they seem. Those large paintings are merely illusion. You can walk right through them. If you have some jitter seed and paradoxus, you could brew a potion to see through the illusion. Jitter seed and paradoxus. Humble servant last in the duke's employed seem... Okay. Paintings are not what they seem. Jitter seed and paradoxus. Ah, that right, truth potion. Interesting. My goodness, it appears to be Endiv. Chat, brace yourselves. Never glue a piranha to a boomerang. It's gonna come back to bite you. Alright, so what do we got here? I can't do anything with the Vagrant's robe. I don't have any thread. The rusty bow could be upgraded to a steel bow if I had 3 units of iron ore, which I do not. So I need to be on the lookout for iron. Well, I guess let's quaff us a potion of truth. Oh. Okay, well, this place looks like shit. It doesn't last long, so I need to zoom my way around here. Yeah, alchemize an iron ore into something better. I don't know. I don't actually know. If I can, that particular secret has not been revealed to me. Extra truth potion for when this one runs out, I assume. Will. Oh. Okay, I don't actually need the truth potion. I can just walk through these paintings as I see fit. There's a dude. Hello. Tired eyes peer from a weathered face. The man wears the garb of Wiccan priest, old and tatty. What's this, an intruder? How'd you get into the keep? There wasn't exactly anyone to stop me. Royal guard? Bah, deserters! Deserters all. Then I suppose the ruination of this place is complete. I tried to wreath this place in illusion magic, conceal the decay, but there's only so much a simple charm can do. The castle rots, its bones laid bare. You're Wiccan, right? Why are you here? Suppose there's no point in hiding it. That'd be an insult to us both. I am an emissary of the Wiccan Coven of the Worm, sent to oversee godly contracts. Even a simple prayer to a lowly deity can be a dangerous thing, and a Wiccan priest can act as a middleman of sorts. Of course, these days is a dangerous business, since the god war covens are scattered and secretive. Each one of us could face a terrible death were the Union to find us. Unless things change, it's only a matter of time before the Inquisition finds me here. I will, of course, be tortured. I will, of course, tell them everything. If I had the courage, I would end my life now, but I am a coward. Was there anything else? Magic resistance is a thing in this game. Your magic seems to pretty much take long-range combat. I don't believe magic resistance is a thing, no. They seem to keep the stats and skills very simple in them. During Fallout 3, I didn't download Mothership Zeta or Operation Anchorage because I hate them both. So I have never played the DLC in Fallout 3. The one time I tried, I started with Mothership Zeta, and I fucking hated it. So, when I do stream Fallout 3, I do want to try all of the DLC, but I'm definitely going to do it in a different order. Start Fallout 3 every year, by which I mean spend several hours modding it, then never actually play it. Fun fact, there's a YouTube video where one person used an alchemy recipe to improve their clay at work. Their clay was improved. Loved Mothership Zeta. Maybe I just went about it wrong. Operation Anchorage is very goofy. What's wrong with the castle? A dread bargain. It was supposed to save these people, not to doom them. Some years ago, the castle was beset with a terrible plague. Even the Duke's son was afflicted. The Apostatic Union wouldn't help. The people turned to a local god, but Pageth demanded tribute. So my coven sent me to facilitate a contract. Pageth's spell would be sustained by sacrifice. A sacrifice not of life, but of pain. The Duke obliged. Even now, poison engulfs him in perpetual agony. So the plague may be kept at bay, but as life force weakens, the god spell finds new ways to take due payment, and the isle grows ever more cursed. I've deliberated for many months on what to do. My conscience is heavy with the weight of it, but for things to change, something awful must occur. We must be aware to resolve the curse. Comforting thought. Behind that painting lies a secret room. It holds a sacrificial poison, the same one that flows through the Duke's veins. The dosage is exact. An overdose would be lethal. If the Duke were to drink more, he would die, voiding the contract entirely. The madness would end, but the plague would return. There's an alternative. A second sacrificial victim could be found. The god would be satiated. Equilibrium could be established once more, though Pageth's taint would never fully vanish. But I grow wary of this business. I do not have the heart to inflict more pain. I could administer this. Kind offer, this burden is mine alone. I could not in good conscience let you do this. I mean, if I can just get in there. Alright, something is... Oh! I did get in there. Did it my own damn self. So instead of lore, I could have approached that with charm. Even the Wiccans hate the gods. Yeah, it seems like the Wiccans are really just there to facilitate, to kind of improve relations between mortals and gods. Kaddish Rakehill Volume 1. This is a long story, and I don't feel like reading right now. You're the most broken gear in the game after doing Operation Anchorage. Over here. Oh. Ooh, neat. What's in here? Well, this is interesting. Wait a tick. Is that the king? Because holy shit. Cool, I found iron ore. And some glorious treasure. I mean, this guy is supremely fucked. Pain grunts emanate from the helmet. The man writhes clearly in agony. He does not seem to notice your presence. Greetings. I'm the Duke of Hallowshire. State your business. What's wrong with you? I'm offering a sacrifice of my own pains, and my dukedom and my son may live. Can I help? And that bastard Wiccan may help me now. So I guess this is his son over here. Across an exceptionally precarious bridge. Greetings, I don't often get many visitors up here. I'm Thomas Harwick, son of the Duke of Hallowshire. Please make your acquaintance. There's something very wrong here. Indeed, we are trapped in a spell, a contract with the god Pageth, negotiated by the Wiccan in this castle. So long as my father bears a burden of sacrificial pain, the castle and the surrounding village will be free from the plague. Except the spell has changed over time. As my father weakens, his subjects develop increasingly bizarre habits and deformities, not dissimilar to those monsters that roam the ruins to the west. I'm fearful of the future. If I could lend my aid in some way, I would do so gladly, even if it would mean bearing the pain that my father endures. Okay. Was there anything else? I could give this guy the poison, which would fix the sacrifice, but they would remain. Two people would suffer eternally, and they would remain in this deal with the god. Moral choice time. Would you like to save before you do something? This game, like, you can't save scum in this game. It auto saves constantly. Simply murder every citizen, they'll be free. I think I'm gonna kill the king, because that will break their link to the god. Actually, I do wonder if I can see anything else. Wait. I mean, just how fucking decrepit this place is. Also, the sky apparently turns bright pink when I drink this thing. This room stayed nice. Maybe we're murder pay what's it's. Yeah, I'm not even sure that's feasible. Really. I'm not sure that's something within our purview. What does the quest say about this? Not Thornwood Manor. That, not that. Just what do you do? I have the Wiccan's poison. I could end your pain. For a moment there's silence, but for the Duke's hoarse breathing. So long have I ached for death, though it may doom my dukedom, I'm too weak to refuse. Please kill me. Yeah, let's do this. Here you go, Chief. Slip the vial past the Duke's helmet and let the liquid trickle past his lips. After a moment, he begins to shake violently, his armor rattling, and then he is still. Wong! The Duke of Hallishire drank his second dose of sacrificial poison, killing himself instantly. Thus, Pega's contract spell has been broken. The castle and the surrounding village will return to normal, but the plague may return as well. All right, I just changed a bunch of stuff. I've gone to neutral with the Wiccans from somewhere. Regicide is a treat. Thank you for subscribing for 41 months, Manic. Very generous of you. Alright, but I can finally live my dream, chat, of Wisdom 10. I've done it. I am as smart as the smartest boy. My lore is 80. You know the dukedom isn't going to support vaccination against the plague, though? I'm sorry, what? Man looks deathly pale and boils cover his skin. He lets out bursts of caustic approach. Please stay back, I am not well. My father's death, the curse has been lifted, but the plague that has lain dormant in my blood has returned. Perhaps this is for the best. I'd rather die free than live cursed. So now this dude has the plague. Cool. Okay, well, good luck with that, champ. What do you think about all this? Try to read this place and lose your magic. Interestingly enough, his dialogue did not change. I did it! I saved the castle! He's got nice close to him, so do you. What do you think about all this? Nothing's updating. Can I can make a steel bow. Yes. Many battles ended before it truly began thanks to a single arrow. I can make fine bow. Few things are more satisfying than the thunk of a well-aimed arrow fired from a well-made bow such as this, finding its target. Let's play with the bow for a while. Alright, the castle is saved, and all it might take is a little bit of plague. We've done a good thing here tonight, chat. Done a good thing indeed. Friendship ended with pile of throwing knives, now Bo is my best friend. Specific plague, sand pest. Oh, we can handle that one. How bad could it be? I mean, they said the plague may return to the surrounding village, but nobody's living in the surrounding village anyway, so who cares? Like, everything already kind of sucks, so deal with it. Where is... Alright, what else is there? There's this stuff down here. That I really should check out. Whee! I'm actually surprised I made that jump. All right, yeah, I'm gonna sell all the cartography stuff that I made so far. This looks like an interesting landmark, but I've already, haven't I? Oh, huh, that's funny. I never actually marked the cartographer's thing to begin with. I did just barely make that jump, but you know what? I'm proud of it. I have cipher charts to hand in. I got 68 coins out of that. Looks like you can complete an entire map region. Well done. I'll throw in some extra coin for your efforts. Cool. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go a bit further south. One short of nice. You've been catching the edge with your toenails. Alright. I'm gonna head back down towards the swamp. The swamp. But I think we're basically done with Hallowshire. I think we've done all the major stuff here. Oh my. Wrecked. We'll get down to the swamp in a minute. Check out this power here. You can kill so many gods. Slaps bow, you can kill so many gods with this baby. Want to see what's up here. An interesting building. Seems like there might be a fair amount of stuff to check out. Oh. Ow. There's an outlaw hideout. That's what happened. I'm here. I'm just here for the delusions. That's all I need. All I ever wanted. All I ever needed. Here in my arm. A rogue hood. Okay. Occurs to me. If there are 2 armor slots. Helm, hood, okay. So, interestingly enough, the only armor I've found has been the Vagrant's robe so far, which I can still use. Aren't they in their own faction or something? Yes, the Outlaws are, in fact, their own faction. These guys, they hate me. They super, super double plus hate me. And that is fine. I welcome their hate. Okay, so that was here. We'll head down in the swamp and then find our way up there, I suppose. I think that's the next great challenge. Yeah, we made it into the swamp last night, but I got hugely distracted by getting into the giant shell, which took us up to the Wiccan Island. Alright, I think we need speed to get over there. Whee! We do indeed. Hope there aren't any Shreks. We only need to remember that they have layers, like an onion, chat. This looks like an interesting landmark. You see anything with the truth potion out here? I haven't tried. I have not tried, admittedly. I guess I at the moment, I don't have any reason to believe that there are illusions out here. Another machine around here somewhere. I guess maybe I need to get up there. Of course, there aren't any illusions or any giant door-sized painting. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, God. That guy startled me. He startled me so bad I fell down. Nice shot, idiot. I mean, even if these guys see me, I can one-shot them. That's insane. His bow is stupidly powerful. Not enough mana. I'll fix your little mana wagon. Something has changed. Yeah, I'll fucking say. Ooh. Ooh. I've gained Emberian ore, which I've never found before, but it didn't actually pop up a dialogue box telling me anything about it. Just curious. Usually they do that. Okay, so I have been in the big shell. This over here is what I'm really curious about. I don't remember if I've been up there, but I can always check later. Yeah, it's probably the next upgrade material. Turn my fine sword into an Emberian sword. Alright, I have no idea what this is going to be up here. What the fuck? Man says wielding a block of wood, his eyes are buried behind bushy eyebrows and a thick mustache. I wonder if you can see his knife. Looks like we got ourselves a trespasser. Tell me, stranger, what's your business creeping around islands that are no concern to you? I like to explore. It's kind of my thing. What gives you that right? Some places are private, forbidden. You give what you get, my old pa used to say. Sooner or later, that freewheeling attitude's gonna get you in trouble. Oh, am I kidding? This place is a wreck. Time ago, I'd kick you clean off the aisle, but these days, I ain't got the gold. Don't go snooping around inside the manor, you hear? Even though the union are trying to sell it, the manor's still got an owner, and someday she's gonna return. What is this place? When was everyone in Hallowshire knew the name of this estate? So grand were its gardens, so sturdy its walls, that even nobles from beyond would sweat at the sight of it. But that was before my time. Now it's a wreck, and the lady of the manor's been gone for so long, the damned union put it up for sale, the fools. Manors for sale. Apostolic Union holds the deeds. They're offering them in the highest bidder. Nobody can buy it just yet on account of the developer being slow. You say developer? Property developer. Fancy a man from Lundell put an offer a while back, but looks like the deal might fall through. What are you doing here? Caretaker of the island, tend the grounds, maintain the house. Manor's been empty a long time. What are you whittling there? Voina figures, you know, a game for 2 players played on a large board. Every now and again, old friend will come and play me. Okay, I'll leave you to it. So, okay, that's the upgrade machine for this particular property. Can I sleep in this guy's bed? I can, apparently. Thanks, Chief. Okay, so this is apparently the place that... Okay. So this is the island. This is the place that you can own. Yeah, door needs a key. Got it, okay. So that's this place. I'm sure it used to be lovely. Old breeze home. There appears to be a mine or something over here. What's this? Prospective current owners of the Thornwood Manor property, this cavern annex is in disrepair and has been sealed shut. Refurbishment will be included in the garden upgrade available for purchase at a property station. Okay. I don't think I can do anything on this island. I think this whole island exists for Thornwood Manor and properties and stuff. So I think with that, the island's pretty much done. In terms of quests, this is the main game quest. I need to head back to Blinding Light for this one. Seek a destroyed manor somewhere on the northeastern edge of Hallowshire. I don't think I did that. Or I missed it. Northeastern edge. Somewhere near the Inquisition raid. By the place you get the whittling guy too, you do, I believe. It's probably this, and I missed checking it out. So, okay, I still need to do that. We're not doing Dead Unpaid. God Hunt. I need Mushroom Wine. Thornwood Manor is this place. Can't do that. We could do more missions for Inogen. And fast travel. So then, that's that. That, as they say, is that. We'll head back to Hallowtown. Now. Oh, I want to see what's up there. I don't think I've checked that out. Yeah, we'll head back to Hallowtown. See if I can't weasel some mushroom wine out of somebody, somewhere. Do you traditionally do with carpenters? I think nail them to wood. Oh! Hi, sir. Who the hell are you? Breathe deep, stranger. Let the earthy scent fill your lungs. What am I smelling exactly? Spores fill this place. I cultivate mushrooms, the most ancient, beautiful thing that grows from this earth. With one shroom cap, I could grant you wondrous visions. With another, an agonizing death. It's no wonder the Wiccans covet them so. What can you tell me about mushrooms? Before the world-renowned mushroom forest covered the plant, thriving the dank shadows of the flying isles. They entwine together underground, forming great colonies. If you look upon a vast mushroom forest, you might just be looking at a single giant shroom. But the Wiccans used them to communicate with the gods. In the old times, they'd hollow out the greatest of them, using them as temples, spaces of truths and terrors. Can I see your mushrooms? Do you have any mushrooms for sale? Shroom wine! Very valuable. Said to be prized by Pageth cultists for its strange qualities, while many Union territories have banned its sale. Gimme. Alright, we solved that, chat. I cannot get in here in any way. I'm not so worried about the barter ring for one purchase. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I have like over 500 coins. Suppose that'll do. Can't see your total coin total? It's down here at the bottom. 478 now. I was right around 500 before. I'm also sitting on a bunch of treasures that can be sold for a massive amount of money, so. I think money just grows on wandering horrors. Bus fare sure does. I'm gonna zoom my way back to town. I'm trying to remember where the easiest way. There's an elevator. Oh, right here, I think. Not right here. Right there. Not there, there. Not there, there. Actually, I don't need to run back just yet. Let me see if I can't find that ruined manor to the northeast that I was supposed to. Find. Also, you know, the other thing is there's a fast travel portal somewhere in Hallowshire, and I cannot for the life of me remember where it is. It's somewhere. Oh, and I can run up and I can give that dude some wine. Anyone knows about computers, please check out the Tech Tips channel when the stream is done, considering a purchase and need feedback. Okay. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was that. Did I just not go up here? Did I not explore this area? Clearly not. What the fuck? The doorman turns you away. You need 25 charm to talk your way in. Uh-huh. Okay. Where am I in Delusions? Got a ways to go. I might need to start throwing points into Persona. That's something. Everything about Fallout 3 is the thing they tried to do called artificial loneliness, and it can really work. Cool. Watching a lot of Adam Something videos and really liking them. Dude is fine. He is, yeah. I love his videos. I haven't watched the newest one yet about tech bros reinventing trains, but I know it's going to be a good one. What's down here? It appears that's the bridge to... I'm pretty sure that's the Clockwork Kingdom there. Those one budges must be activated elsewhere. That is a portal. That is no doubt a portal. I'm not sure I should be down here yet. I feel like there might be something... There might be some reason to be down here that I haven't quite gleaned yet. Going on down here. Uh-oh, there's lore stuff. Something has changed. This door changed, certainly. What's this? Silk thread. Ooh. Much like ores for weapons and armor, thread can be used to upgrade stuff like that. Owl life. Oh, shit. I think I might have a notion of where we are. I might find it somewhat concerning. I've seen one dumb reinvent train where the idea is a teeny tiny little wheel-lit train pallet that has tires instead of rail wheels, and so many more points of failure and fuel costs despite passively pulled rail cars already being a thing. Okay, there's 4 in there. Need a 6 for this one. I got it. You get it, you got it. Fine ore. Gee, I wonder if there's anything nice down here. Oh, it's sick, man. This bow is disgusting, dude. That guy saw me and still got one shot. Okay, so okay, so it turns out there is a vast network of caverns beneath the island. And I do mean vast. Come on, man. Come on, man. We got this. Come on, we got this. Oh my god. Next to oh, hello. Gentlemen. Only 1 in 6, that's like 16% chance. Ring of Stone Skin increases wearer's defense. Such protective charms work by hardening the skin of the wearer, though extended use can stiffen joints and in more disturbing cases cause petrification. I don't think we want that, but I don't need this on right now. Oh, I totally missed that I got this Ring of the Robust. Adaptable ring offering a minor boost to health, mana, and stamina. I think I'll actually wear that. You interfere with the JO Crystal Shesh. Understand why they're so peeved then. Arf, arf, orf, orf. There is a switch up there. Maybe something important. You gotta admit, that was a pretty sweet shot. Even you have to admit that one, Chad. Missed that one, though. There we go. Actually gives you Lunacid vibe. Yeah, folks have been talking about Lunacid. Saying that I need to get on that, too. I have to admit nothing. So my theory, chat, my working theory is that Pageth is down here somewhere. That somewhere in these caverns is where he's hiding. Something has changed. But what? Lunacid is Kingsfield hard compared to this. Problem is, I don't know what changed. I don't know if there's any sealed doors around here or what. If anything did change, I didn't see it. No one sees you, kill a goblin to avoid bad PR. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. See, actually, wait, I do see something. Oh man, it's another one of these locks. Drink a long potion. I could have, but I'd prefer to hoard it until the end of the game and never use it. I think this might be what I'm looking for. I think this might be what I opened. It feels extra ominous. Put the die down the 6 side, save some lockpicks that way. I hit that guy in the ankle and killed him. Gotcha. Totally giant spider in here. I got glorious silk. Nah, that's not indicative of spider at all. I have no idea what to expect from Pega. I don't know what kind of design it's going to be or anything. Well, I mean, that's just my guess. My wild assumption is that Pagath is down here. Oh, I found a way out. I can actually see sky from down here. There's a nice little island of palm trees over there. I almost silk slugs earlier made us like one of those slurm queens from Futurama. We are way down here. I am currently under Hallowtown, cartographer's tent area. Reputable dice manufacturer also sells weighted cheating dice. I'm not sure if I'd ever use a loaded die, but it is an option. Ah, this I believe is the portal back to... Oh, well, let's check. Yeah, there we go. This leads back to the entrance, thankfully. Which means we must be close to whatever our destination is. Again, I'm probably never going to reconcile with the goblins. Probably never going to get back on their good side after all this. Wait, that's it? That's it? That's what I came all the way down here for? That's odd. Just in case. Let me try truth potion. Oh, I guess no illusions here. Good, you have to gather everyone, say you're sorry, invite them all for a big old gang. Wonder chat. I get the feeling we may be going back down there at some point. I have a bit of a suspicion that we're not quite done there just yet. Hey, what are you doing here? Heard of you've been doing great things in Hallishire, I must say. Oh, I could recruit this person to actually follow me around. But I wouldn't do that to them. I guarantee you it wouldn't end well. Merchant? Merchant doing over here? Dressed in elegant fineries, grumbling or weathered map, thinking more useless than bloated god corpse. You there, perchance you could help a humble merchant in his time of need? Sizable delivery of scryshroom tea bound for the Clockwork Kingdom. Before you say it, I know the border crossing is locked up tight. I've been in contact with the only fellow around here who has an import permit for this bloody kingdom. Mika Maka. The point is I can't bloody well find him. See in the chapel, you let me know there'll be coin in it for you. You think you get people into the kingdom? I dare say there isn't any other way to get into that blasted place. If you're desperate, it'd be worth a punt. Why anyone want to go there is beyond me. By all accounts, the king's policy is to plunge the kingdom into turmoil. A loaf of bread is said to be worth more than a skyship. Why do you think I'm trying to flog this tea? You let me know if you see him, won't you? Okay. So I've got another quest to find a person who can get us in there, because apparently passport isn't enough. Some lore checks here. There we go. Ring of Spellcraft. Ring grants a chance of critical cast, momentarily boosting the user's spellcast. Well, I mean, really. Also, this one has nested lore checks. This is interesting. Tragedy of King Tristwich. This isn't too long. Let's read this one. Though the bodies are buried, thus ending our war, weep, weep for Tristwich, for none have lost more. So goes a rhyme from the War of Weeping in the Middle Ages, a time before the world rend, before the golden age of the Emberians, the time when castles rose high and kings were bound to patron gods. King Tristwich ruled Thwif, a surface kingdom now lost. He was tied by a ceremony to Pegeth, the god of growth and long life. Tristwich bore these gifts plainly. There are accounts that at the age of 100, he still bore the face of a man not 30 winters old. His kingdom flourished, each harvest was more bountiful than the last, and the people rejoiced. But any god contract bears a cost. In those early years, such burdens were subtle. Tristwich could not conceive an heir. He ruled in sadness, old in mind, yet young in body, and he outlived his wife. When his grief subsided, he adopted a daughter, a war orphan, Obaith. As she grew, it kindled a love in Tristwich like he had never known. In time, Obaith fell in love with a prince from a neighboring kingdom, and the magnificent marriage would forever unite the two realms. The ceremony is exquisite, the vows poetic, but as the betrothed shared a gentle kiss, crimson spilled forth. Their last breath was shared, and they both fell down dead. For the prince's patron god was Elswin, a god of love, but also of war. This was not a marriage, but a declaration. The fields of Thwif were stained with blood. Neighboring kingdoms joined the conflict, and soon the whole continent was at war. Not before or since have so many lost their lives, for it is said that every family in every realm knew grief. Thus it was known as the War of Weeping. Pegeth blessed the warriors of Thwif with strength, but his love was tainted with pain, and his warriors became monstrous. As the war raged, kings and gods alike were slain, their kingdoms lost. On the dawn of the 60th summer, Thwif's last stronghold was besieged. Elswin stormed the castle keep herself, and slew the bloated, monstrous form that Pegeth had become, though some say an aspect of him escaped. What became of Tristwich the old books do not say, though an old wives' tale persists. It said, on the moonlit fields of Thwyff, a strange man could sometimes be seen. He would stumble forth, calling the name of Obaith, tears streaming from youthful eyes. This world sucks, Chad. This world fucking sucks. Thwyff, that's the one that comes after Thief Deadly Shadows. Not alone. Yep. Not alone is right, and it doesn't matter. That guy is basically free money. Alright. Looting done. Nice little place they had there. Onward we go. Wow, I can even one-shot the big guys. Oh, an illusion to tail Tristan. This is the place I believe I was meant to meet the Ghost. And there she is. Right on time. For many years, his manor gleamed with opulence. Wiccan blood paid for its walls, and the spoils of battle filled its rooms, as it belonged to Admiral Kalos, who rode to prominence in the God War. Yet happiness bloomed here. With her sister Isabet, Vela's formative years were joyful as they played under the watchful eye of their mother. I wonder if this is her sister. Our folly is to assume our privilege, once attained, will endure. A single spilled candle can raise a timber-built town to the ground. Something similar happened here. Tragic. For Vela, her world came crashing down. In later life, she would recognize the price others paid for her privilege, but to that child, she had simply lost her home, her family. Anything else you want to talk about? Reason we're here? Oh, I've triggered something. Vela and her father were away when the manor was ablaze, but Vela's sister Isabet and their mother were burned alive. Isabet was a prodigy. From a young age, Vela and Isabet would stow away to explore Emberian ruins, much to their father's ire. Isabet could pull apart the ancient wreckage and put it back together, working as if it were new. Had Isabet lived, she would have thrived. I can see her now as one of the most respected archaeologists of the Sky Realms. Vela never recovered from Isabet's death. In every arcane tome, every forbidden volume, Vela would search for some way to bring Isabet back. Though the Sky Realms teem with creatures who make a mockery of life, myself included, Vela never found an answer. For the grammar of cipher magic contains strict rules. The mortal principle, long studied but little understood, prevents a body from being revived. People can be plucked from the jaws of death or their lives extended unnaturally, but the charred remains of Isabet, nothing can be done. Could Isabet be revived as an Endless? The ritual that created the Endless has been repeated on rare occasions, but requires a living subject. The same applies for ghosts like myself, where imprints of trauma, an echo of the mind, created a single terrifying moment. But without a living body, not possible. But a god reviver. Vela thought as much, even went as far as to capture one, imprisoning the poor thing with chains of void steel in the blinding light. Those powers, though incredible, were limited. It could only save a single living soul from near death. Were you to give it a corpse, it could not create life from nothing. This is the thorn in Vela's heart. I think it was Isabet's loss that drove Vela to quit the Union Navy. Their father, an admiral, she could have risen to the very top, but she just didn't see the point of it. So she took her father's dream and inverted it. The dark stars were born, its black star motif a cynical mockery of the symbol of the apostatic union. We've had enough storytelling for one day. There's an island with an airship cove on the western edge of the Endless Realm. Meet me there when you're ready, and I'll continue my tale. So it would seem we're heading to the Endless Realm next. Ooh. Whoop. Got me some glorious silk. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Alright, chat. I think the next task... We need to get back up there. That's what's next. We need to find out about where Pagath is right now. We're gonna land on that roof. Whoop. Why did that not hurt me? Holy shit. Muy triste. Like, I feel like that probably should have just straight killed me, and yet I live. Slowed by wall pixels. Death is a goal ever retreating. Guys like that are easy marks. All right, man. Whee! Pagath stuff is so gross. Well, you know what? We might be able to do something about that. We may be on our way to do something about that. Like a makeover? A little more dramatic than that, perhaps. I mean, I think the goal here is to figure out where Pagath is so we could report him to the Union and let them take care of his ass. Though, depending on how this goes down, we might end up facing him ourselves. Short version is, I don't know. I don't know how this is all going to go down. Honestly, I don't even know if one mushroom wine is enough. We'll find out. Also, this guy respawned. Then a spa day. Yeah, this was the bell tower. And now the bell conceals the passage down to this fine feller. I make a tribute. Ages past, those little Pagath would ferment a delicious wine from the mushrooms of the island. They would throw exuberant parties and delight in his greatness. Bring this wine, and Pagath will grant you an audience. Offer this mushroom wine. This is the vintage, always most pleased. I hear his whispers in my ear. Take this symbol, go to the castle that lingers above these lands. Search beneath it for a cave, and with this symbol, you'll be granted admission. Go now and bask in his glory. So that lingers above these lands. Search beneath it for... Ew, what? Oh, I guess I could have... I totally forgot about this passage. Castle... Do you mean that castle? Do I have any information here? Unlocks a cave beneath Hallow Castle. Okay. Godlings consumable? I do not believe so. Godlings can be sold for influence, I believe. I can't tell you how... You know what? I am going to try and slide down here. So every god with godlings like grows jalapeno poppers. Whee! Whee! Now that's fast travel, chat. Honestly, I wanted to make sure that my respawn point was set to this place. So I need to get to... there. Alright. But that hurts for some reason. Hurts because you haven't found the portal boots. So there are caves beneath the castle, and I gotta find them. But hey, we're gonna find Pegeth. That's exciting, right, chat? We're gonna find a real, true blue god. Don't know where you'd actually find cave entrance. Spray Lysol on it. Just take a giant spray bottle down there and spray him. Like, bad god, bad. Our people alone. I didn't even realize I was here. Could you maybe be helpful? I'd stay back if I was you. Oh, she has the plague now. Pegeth doesn't strike me as a cologne guy either. Probably right. This is... okay, I did not go down here earlier. I suspect that if there's a cave somewhere, it's gonna be down here. Yep, there it is. I keep thinking this is going to just spontaneously burst into the Final Fantasy theme. Alright, chat, you ready for this? Oh, I embraced a delusion. I can do a thing. I think I'm going to lean into Guile. Persona increases it's your social skills, governs the charm and barter skills. So it would raise my charm level so I could pass charm checks and I could sell stuff for more money. How about Blanca? But no, I think I'm gonna lean into Guile for now. Because lockpicking doors is big for me. I've needed everything several times. Like I said, there's no way to... there doesn't seem to be a way to set up your character to pass all the checks. So I have no issue Ah, another ape thing scurries into my den. If you bear one of my keys, you must be a devout follower recognized by the most fertile of my children, so I thank you. If you've come to witness my glory, I'm afraid I must disappoint. The age is long past when I towered above humanity, growing bloated from its filth. You know me now. I am small, withered, forgotten. I wonder if the Wiccan sent you to assist my plight. You bear a few of my gifts. Your skin is smooth and unsullied, but perhaps that may be of use. Take this aspect of myself, smuggle it into the Apostatic Union Council chambers, place it in the highest point, and it will take seed. I will blind the Union meddlers to my presence, and I will move unshackled once more. But beware, it contains an aspect of myself, and is thus part of me. If it should fall into their hands, they could use it to hurt me, to trap me. Go with my blessing. All right, buddy. That was your call, not mine. Look different with a truth potion? I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think there's any deception or illusion there. Alright, so that means, then... If you wish to help Pageth place this aspect at the highest point in the Union's council building in Hallow, alternatively hand the aspect over to the Union's polymath to help them defeat the god. So with this character, I am... Oh, okay. You can actually just warp right back. I am supporting the Union. I am anti-God on all fronts. So we're gonna turn this bad boy in. Never trust a leech that big, yeah. That's another thing. If I do decide to play through this game again, I can go the Wiccan God route and see what that does to the world. Who's the polymath? Maybe you? Yeah, Union polymath. Actually, hang on. I want to see what does this item actually look like? Oh God. Aspect of Pageth. Being directly the god's body, this can help spread his influence, or perhaps in the right hands it can be used to deal the god a crippling blow. Oh, I didn't realize I picked up an Emberian calculator that permanently increases my lore. That's awfully nice of them. Alright, let's turn this thing in. I discovered the god Pageth. Her quill slips on the paper. She looks up slowly. You attest to having succeeded where an entire echelon of Inquisition agents has failed. I require proof. Blech. I hand over the aspect. The thing slumps onto the polymath's desk where it writhes, gurgles, and belches a strange odor. The polymath tries to maintain her composure, but is clearly perturbed. This thing indeed matches the description of a god aspect. Perhaps you really have located a Class B god entity. Very well, our scribes will use this aspect to pinpoint the god's location, and Inquisition's strike team will make short work of the entity. You have done well. No doubt the Inquisition would have found the thing eventually, but I cannot deny your assistance in the matter. Take this, a modest sum of coin for your efforts, plus an Apostatic Union passport document. And an amulet. What is that? 20 coins. So what all did we get from that? Wearing the emblem of the Apostatic Union, you feel your stamina restoring even as you also sense your mana ebbing away from you. The most zealous soldiers of the god were eager to show their disdain for the supernatural worthies prominently. Interesting. It's an amulet that keeps your stamina restored, but at the cost of your mana. What other option for just dumping a thing directly without any warning? Seem like it, okay. Okay. So, what else do we need to do? I think we did. I think we're done in Hallowshire, really. I really think we've done everything that needs doing. grab here? I don't know what the false monstrance is, but cool on that. Is it the, like, tailoring shop? Buy a scruffy cap. Oh, this increases charm. Interesting. Bartering? Yeah, I suppose if I am going to be buying stuff, I might as well. There it is. Give me a handful of money. Alright, let's take this over to here. See what else we need to upgrade stuff. Yeah, so I can make Emberian equipment if I can find 3 of these things. Wait, do you sell armor? They do chainmail armor, armor and defense. All right. Well, I realize now it's not likely that I'm going to find this stuff out in the wild. So I'll grab this for my own purposes. But, Vagrant's Robe increases spell cast. Chainmail Armor increases defense. The Rogue Hood would increase lockpick. For now, I can keep the Closed Helm for defense, but yeah. I suppose if I upgraded all of this stuff, I could just kind of swap between them for whatever I need. But for right now... Alright. Seems like I need 2 threads. We have... thread. I have 1 silk, and I have 2 glorious. So I should be able to upgrade it twice. It's actually really cheap. In fact, if these are one-off... Okay, if these are one-off, I'm going to go ahead and grab them. I find fashionable Crocs yourself in. Yeah, it seems like they only have 1 apiece for those. Alright, let's upgrade to Scholar's Robes. University's Apostatic Union Scholar's Robe is the mark of one's status. The owner is expected to weave cipher enchantments into the lining to augment one's duties. I can make it a wizard's robe. A wizard is a high-ranking academic and requires attire to match their station. The finest garments will have cipher spells woven in beautiful and elaborate patterns. My spellcast is maxed. At least as far as I know. It's 100 now. Interesting. Interesting. And apparently this is fully upgraded. Apparently I cannot upgrade that wizard robe any further. Because I got an achievement popped for it. I still have 1 glorious silk. I do have enough iron ore and fine ore to upgrade the chainmail armor. Plate. Huh. Put on your wizard hat and robe. I would like to work on the rogue hat next. The rogue hood. But that will have to wait, clearly. I don't think there's anything else. Does anybody... Okay. This is what's killing me. Does anybody remember where the portal was in this region? Because I can't. I know I saw it. I know I ran across it somewhere. but I don't remember where. Maybe your map knows. There's one by Vela's Fortress. But it's over here. It's not marked. Damn. I feel like it would have to be fairly centrally located. I thought it might actually be in the city. Like, is... I forget how I got into the sewers earlier. Which portal? The big gold-looking one that always said it needed a key? I can't for the life of me remember where it... Oh, no, it's right here! Oh, it's right here. This thing. This dealy bobber. Cool. Alright, so this one's active now. That's what I needed. Alright, I am going to hustle back. I'm going to head all the way back to Blinding Light and activate the one there. And at long last, turn in that T quest. Because that poor man has been waiting on that T for fucking ever. He's gonna hand you a bow for your tea. Man, it is crazy how good the bow is in this. It is honestly pretty wild. It is a powerful bit of... Oh, shit. Powerful bit of kit. Oh, Ghost Lady's down here. Alshire fields used to be sown with Wiccan seed for their deities, though diminished could ensure good harvest. The god contracts were modest. The blood price was equitable. Of course, the apostatic union sniffed it out eventually. They sent out the polymath and a retinue to stamp out any smoldering divinity, and now the common folk starve, their fields barren and desolate. Union claim it's in the name of reason and progress. I admit those old Wiccan contracts can be deceitful. Many don't realize the weight of their signature until the curse sets in, but the union would smother the sky realms in a tangle of bureaucracy. So we worship naught but deadlines and shipping manifests. Their only saving grace is their honesty, for at least the people know they are trampled upon. What about you, stranger? Would you rather be enveloped in sweet and lie, blissful in your ignorance, or would you choose the bitter truth? The idea of truth is a lie. We are all deluded. My mother once told me there are as many worlds as people in it. I think she would have liked you, stranger. So I was supposed to run into her when I first came to this area, but I never actually went this direction. Oh, fuck, and I actually missed some cool stuff, as it turns out. This door needs a key. Also, I saw you over there. I need to not be in here, lest the platform crush me. Just got done with my intermediate level Japanese assessment. How did it go, Eva? How did you fare? Well, I hope. Think you did all right? Well, good. All right is good. I am pretty much certain I've been in there. How do you go AFK to narc on... yes, I narked on Pageth. And they're going to send a strike team to ruin his shit. I don't remember if there's a portal device here, but I'm not too worried about it. I just want to get the one over here. How did that go? I got a bunch of rewards. I got Glimmer of Delusion, I got coins, I got another passport, and I got a trinket that converts your mana into stamina regen. For society that hates the gods, lots of people worship the gods. I think the whole thing that's going on here is that the gods did stuff for people, you know? There was a reason for them. Like, some of their deals might have absolutely fucking sucked, but, like, it's all a matter of what you'd be willing to exchange for prosperity, you know? I think the short version is desperate people do desperate things. Alright, so that's reactivated. If you tell me anything is that the gods are petty and cruel and plague mankind with suffering. Alright, we are going to get that man his tea. And I'm also going to visit with the folks that I've actually convinced to join us. That was the Hercules intro? I thought it sounded familiar. How are we doing here, folks? New info. Found Captain Basalt. Think the shame of the Union Navy is working for the Inquisition. You told me 5 years ago. New. Found the Emberian Knight. Well done, Confessor. There are few that can match her swordplay. She'll be an asset indeed. This was the tea guy. Finished Echostasis. 11 hours. Thanks, Confessor, who stopped by for a little chat. About that tea you wanted. I got you some Scryshroom tea. Confessor, this is exactly what I was looking for. How thoughtful of you. He removes from his belt a tiny metal teapot. He slips some loose tea into the filter, and you're surprised you notice it already contains boiling water. If you'd be so kind as to wait a moment, Confessor, I really must let this brew. You wait for an uncomfortable few minutes in total silence while the Inquisitor stares at his miniature teapot. Finally seems satisfied, he pours the liquid into a cup and takes a sip. He frowns and is silent a moment. Confessor, this is, excuse me, damn fine tea. Try an extraordinary number of teas in my time, and this one is the best. My wife is going to love it. Please take this in recompense. Beads of sweat appear on the Inquisitor's forehead, and he seems to be staring at something only he can see. He mutters to himself, damn fine tea indeed. Indeed. In prosperity, the gods were responsible for just basic survival. That is true. Confessor, what can I do for you? How are you settling in? Blinding light, I remember when we captured this place from the Union caretakers, back when we thought we could get away with anything. Can I use this? Fortress needs repairing before that'll work. Glad Dale Cooper enjoyed his drink. Where's the Emberian? Let's see here. We can build quarters, we can build workshop. Do I actually have the stuff necessary? I'm not building the training room because I want to keep that Emberian ore, but... No, lack the necessary materials. I'm out of iron, I think. I'll take a little nap. Alright, next step. I think it's time to head to the Eternal Isles. I think it's time to head to the Zambilands. I would like to go... I don't think I can go that way, but I would love to. Let's see here. I think this was the way of the Clockwork Kingdom. Or no, that was the way of the Clockwork Kingdom. I think the Eternal Isles are over here. The charming dancing skeletons there. Actually, let me warp back to Hollow Place. I went the wrong way. Hand of Doom may have ruined me for the undead. I think Hand of Doom ruined me for a lot of things. Yeah. That's the Eternal Place over there. Some markings for any of this? Emberian Ruins. The Endless Realm is where I want to go. Yeah, okay. We'll go up and around. Zoom! This is where we're going next, chat. Yeah, there is another way over there. But... here. The neighbors keep smoking some dank skunk weed around here and soaking into my apartment. A lot of cats know that spell. Greens is your bridge leads to the kingdom of the endless. Nasty place full of shuffling corpses, it is. Bridge is closed unless you're the bearer of a genuine apostolic union passport. I've got one right here. Seals look good. You can pass. We are so back, chat. Alright. Earthquake, right out of the gate. I just love fast travel is actually fast travel rather than teleport. I wonder if my spellcast ability makes me go even faster. I wonder if it actually scales with that. Anything neat in here? Hello there! Woman who approaches you half rotted, one eye is milk white and the other is missing. The pearly white of her jawbone is visible through ragged skin. Careful there, breather. That was a big one, you hurt? What was that? Little tremor, that's all. They've been getting more common recently. Cool home, right? Watch your step. That quake will have riled up the catacomb worms something fierce. Catacomb worms? Nasty buggers. They burrow, they fly, they eat people. Just stay away from them. That's my advice. You're clearly new here and I've got some time to kill. Is there anything you want to know? Who are you? My name's Chiasma. I'm out here waiting to be granted admission to one of the mausoleums. What are the mausoleums? There's big imposing tombs in the distance. Most of the endless live in those mausoleums these days. They're waiting for the ferryman to come to take them away. Why aren't you in a mausoleum? They're overcrowded and the best tombs go to the highest bidder, so poor broke saps like me have to wait until a place becomes available, usually after a worm attack. It would be a bit worse for wear. I'm sure you've heard stories about the Endless Breather. Immortality comes at a price. See you laters. Yeah, this is a pretty cool place to live, honestly. Such as it is. Yes, how worried should I be about earthquakes on a flying sky island? Can you smell it, stranger? That rancid stench on the wind? The endless realm is trapped in perpetual decay, for everything here rots, but nothing ever dies. Perhaps the rich undead should go get eaten by a worm if they want to die already. These people huddle in an underground tomb city, sealing their frail bodies from the outside while they indulge in nostalgic reverie. They have achieved what many mortals lust for, a life unending. But is such a wretched existence preferable to death? Tell me, stranger, if those Union scholars are right and there is not afterlife but a dreamless sleep, does that nothingness negate what came before? Is our existence rendered pointless by impending oblivion? Pointless, think about it. She smiles, said with the wisdom of 1,000 lifetimes. No matter what spells we weave or bargains we strike, the end comes for us all eventually. Too true. Too witheringly true. Alright, well, I think we're going up there. I think step one is to get our bearings. It says the ghost. What do we got? The Crystal Mines, the City of Sepulchre. Very cool city. But it has a nice little house down here. Workshop. Blurp. There we are. Fine or indeed. I also got a note that I can mark this on my map. That be Sepulchre? Where am I? Lord Ritter's estate. Seems like this might be the way up into this place. Finally levitating grass there. Turn into a decaying zombie or a skeleton, all I'm gonna do is boogie and dance. Castle of Ribs. So there's specific landmarks that I need to mark down to fill in the map. Hello. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. You are actually not so... I mean, you look horrifying. Like, I think there's a person impaled on that thing's belt. But actually not so scary. If I just murder you. Games seem to take place on just the one island. No, it takes place across several islands. Many islands. There's the main ones. So the main one here is the one we've been on so far, but now we've transferred to an entirely different area. I think there's 3 main islands. And then a bunch of smaller ones. I don't think I need to unlock that. And this requires a special key. Okay. Alright, so the Castle of Ribs is not for me just yet. That's fine. I can accept that. Need to head into the city proper, it seems. Good idea. Exploratory RPG in a world is clearly on the way out. Yeah, I adore this setting. I absolutely love it. How y'all doing? I'm rumbly and my tumbly. I can't talk to them. I'm just not gonna worry about that then. I think those are bandits who meant to do me harm and then just kind of forgot to. Possibly an endgame sequence on the lands below. Possibly. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go down. I don't know where we're gonna finally meet up with Vela. Of course, there's always the possibility that Vela's... Oh! Dragon is over here. Dragon is apparently a friend of the Endless Realms. Alright, so we've got Cadaver Keep, Mausoleum 7, and the City of Sepulchre. I think it's very interesting that the City of Sepulchre is elevated. That it's up above the ground, that is built as tall as this. Well, there's the cartography guy. Stats seems streamlined enough to be fun and not chore like some games. Yes, it absolutely is. It's very streamlined, in fact. This way to Flesh Farms. Please visit the esteemed Penitent Thaw for inquiries. Cadaver Keep. Flesh Farms, you say? Flesh Farms, you say? I also remember the Flesh Farm, and I have definitely been looking forward to getting back to that place. Huh, this is a little... Feels like there should be more, but I guess we won't worry about that for now. Alright, into Sepulchre we go. I don't know that we'll get to the Flesh Farm tonight, but we'll see. Really hoping these guards aren't going to attack me on sight. Ah, here we go. All right, now we've filled in a fair bit of this area. You got Castle of Ribs, Sepulchre, Ritter's Estate. Not much more to go on than that. Oh, I haven't actually been to Ritter's Estate. I just got that via proximity. House for sale. Tired of living in a tomb, sick to death of rats nibbling at your feet? Look no further than the bustling housing market of Sepulchre. Don't worry about that gaping void above. That's just the sky. Charming single-story house is available to purchase from the Moldy Cauldron shop on Sepulchre High Street. Though in need of renovation, the property could be upgraded to rival even the best mausoleum tombs. You hear that, chat? I could live in this cheerful-ass place. Yeah, same deal. Not sure which side this opens from. Seemingly not this one. This is one of those games where the primary experience is about exploration, talking to weirdos, and the stats in combat are just there as a framework to hang them on. Yeah, definitely agree with that estimation. That, I believe, is the Flesh Farm over there. Okay, I see the portal for this realm. Renovate that place for the lady on the outskirts. Renovate that place for the lady on the outskirts. You mean Thornwood? there's something else. Government turns you away, you need 35 charm to talk your way in. See a few Steam reviews that describe this as a walking simulator with combat. That is horribly reductive. This is basically like a super weird indie Morrowind. And I really don't think anyone in their right mind would call Morrowind a walking simulator. All of this, of course, being secondary to the fact that I don't even think walking simulators are bad. Alright, there's a person. Talk to me, person. The long and wearisome journey, I'm finally here, the ancient kingdom of Verdant, now twisted by cruel cipher into a land of the endless. It seems as though the rumors are true. They really do shut up shop when the neuron star is brightest in the sky. Last, I was hoping to get a potion of blister obliteration. My feet are killing me. So the shops are closed during the day and open at night. Is this a breather? Oh, marvelous. Please stay there a second. Let me jot down some notes. Is your skin always that damp? Do you ever forget to breathe? What does it feel like when your hair grows? Apologies. It must be quite overwhelming. I'm a playwright down in a mausoleum, you see, but the scene has become so stagnant. Past century or so, pre-endless historical dramas have been in vogue, except us writers never leave our tombs, and I'm convinced our work is full of inaccuracies. Funny the things you forget. History books never mention little things. Oh, this guy's a mask. Endless stands askew, slowly cleaning a mug with a rotten rag. He spits on the rag, apparently in an attempt at cleanliness, but a piece of his lip comes off in the attempt. I live in rot and honest to God's breather. We don't get many passing through sepulchre these days. Welcome to Rotten Coffin. We got a bed to rent, the only genuine mattress in all the tombs of the endless. We also got ghost booze. I'm looking for the Duchess. Do you know her? Hard to pin down that one. Few folk have ever even seen her since she came back from gallivanting around with pirates and mercenaries. Rumor has it she's holed up in her old family manor that sits on the southern edge of the Endless Realm. But good luck arranging a visit. She's a powerful cipher wizard. Has a whole host of magical countermeasures to stop common plebs like us from wandering around her grounds. Questions? Do you have any work going? Not much work going on outside the mausoleums, breather. You can try visiting the Queen's Seneschal in the Castle of Ribs. Maybe she has some use for some of the working nervous system. Otherwise, there's a flesh farm on the ridge north of here. As far as I know, it's just Penitent Thaw and that underling of hers, so perhaps they could use a hand. Some spirits. This is about ghost booze? We endless have different constitutions from you, breathers. Takes a different sort of beverage to really give us any kick. Ghost wine can be brewed like a potion, but the best vintages are ectoplasmic. When a ghost is created through trauma, sometimes nearby objects or even drinks pass over to the spirit realm too. That's the good stuff. Or for an endlessly short on coin, there's always good old arsenic. We're going to recommend that for folks like you, though. Story of this town... Oh. A long version. Years back, and I mean centuries ago, in the age of kings and castles, used to be a peaceful kingdom called Verdant. Most folks still lived down on the world's surface before it got blown up, so they were pioneers of sorts. The great wooden buildings rose above the pines, and our monarchs were just and the air was sweet. Then our hooded king brought the curse upon Verdant. The living fought the dead, the bodies piled up, and the air weren't so sweet anymore. Racked with pain and eternally cold, us endless have no use for comfortable things, for those beautiful wooden buildings rotted away, replaced with hard stones. Town was Verdant no more, so we started calling it Sepulchre. The name stuck. These days, Sepulchre is little more than an outpost for trading and the like. Most of us endless live in those great mausoleums over yonder. That big tower that looms over us, that's the Castle of Ribs, where the Queen lives, but she's not left in years. I wanted to ask. We got ghost wine and foul booze. There's very little effect on the living, can make spirits and the undead rather drunk. Interesting. Okay. So this is a shop, but it's locked. Can't get in there right now. I guess all the shops are being closed since midday. Somehow these bridges too. thing I really like in this game. It's a very minor, random thing. I like how vertical all the buildings are. I say lordship can be quite a curse. I own the deed to the mines in the southwest. Between you and I, it's worth a fortune. But a few months ago, it simply ceased to produce, as if out of thin air. I have no interest in your bourgeoisie concerns. I'm so sorry to hear that. Sent a couple servants down to the mines to see what the matter is. As you'd expect, they both split on me, took their pay, and disappeared. Every day that my mines aren't operating, I'm losing gold. What a mess. Tell me more about the mines. Forgive me, I'm Romulus Charon the Seventh, Lord and heir to the Southwestern Tract. Lands I own are rich in resources, the finest in the world. I employ merchants who sell them for me. Even the crown buys my ores. Bougie pig. Mines are the southwest. The ores are valuable export. Fine ore stones fetch a devilish price in the Clockwork Kingdom. Likely owned my mine since before you're born. I don't involve myself much in what's going on. It's people beneath me who are handling those trivialities on site. I'd be happy to help. All right. The narrow platforms here are a bit treacherous. It's funny how we describe things like that as treacherous, as if they intend to betray us. Airship dock over there. So this is the upper part of the Castle of Bones. I saw that. Castle of Ribs, sorry. I misspoke. Alright, so this is somebody's house. So I'm gonna engage with stealth. Got me a little modest treasure. Alright, let's see what's going on at the castle. If I can even be seen. Aha, mortal traveler! Unusual to see one of your kind within the realm of the endless. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Castle of Ribs. Pray tell my friend what brings you to our kingdom. Insatiable curiosity. I'm familiar with that drive to discover, that raw, unbidden need to know what lies beyond the horizon. I traveled of my own youth, you know, some many hundreds of years ago when I had a beating heart. Sky realms were very different then, let me tell you. How were they different? It's only a century after the world end. Everyone's in a state of flux. Every day new kingdoms are blossoming and dying like winter roses. Ugh. Excuse me. What caused the world run? I never knew what caused it, but I remember the searing flash that stained the sky. I remember the impact which shook our tombs and scattered the islands. Back then, the Endless were one of the few peoples in the Sky Realms. Got a lot more crowded after that with all the refugees. Wonders. Ever seen a god? I saw... Yeah, actually I have. Several, in fact. Interesting. Horrors. One thing I know about Nightmare Cars is it actually has the polygon wobble. Not sure how much polygon wobbles in this game. It does have polygon wobble. It's subtle. It's not very aggressive in this, and it can also be toggled off. I'd rather not recall such things. I saw an entire town consumed in silver flames while laughing priests circled above like vultures. I saw a conscriptor harvester pulling screaming men in his maw and turning them into mindless engines of war. I saw a library whale pulled slowly apart by iron hooks and butcher archivist scrabbling through its guts for forgotten tomes. Jesus. Do you have any theories about the Entombed One? Experienced one of the recent earthquakes. Terrible business. I have reason to believe the Entombed One is the lingering specter of the Hooded King getting his revenge on the kingdom that left him for dead. Someone needs to find him and persuade him to abandon his vendetta. I can try. Do that? I'd be in your debt. Take this as a key to the crypt beneath the castle. Aha, okay, so we can actually do that now. Seek an audience with the Queen. The Queen isn't accepting visitors this time or any time really. She's withdrawn. Perhaps I can put her in a better mood. I doubt it. I suppose nothing to lose by letting you try. Okay. Hello there. Queen casts her gaze upon you. You're overcome with a wave of melancholy so profound it almost drives you to your knees. Hello, I'm afraid I'm not receiving visitors at the moment. Please talk to my seneschal. He will tend to you faithfully. What seems to be the matter? None of your concern. Please understand that I mean no disrespect. One so young, so alive cannot understand my plight. So honored that you deign to speak with me. You mortals are so fond of sarcasm when it comes to being young. Conversation is already so exhausting. The repetition of the same tired old words and phrases that we feel no need to wrap our barbs in pretty paper. You know the entombed one. I believe it is my father. After their ritual to grant him immortality went wrong, he fled beneath the castle and got lost within the twisting passages. What if I went down there and tried to stop him from shaking the island apart? You're welcome to try. I believe my seneschal is the key. Shouldn't you do something? Send guards down there. I've done so. They do not return. The questions are more personal in nature. Your father. Alright, I think that'll do for now. Alright, chat. Well, we've got something to follow up on first thing on Monday. We can head down to the lower part of the Castle of Ribs and see about this entombed one. May help us. There's also, I can get the portal running over there. We have a lead on where our next person is. But I think for tonight, that is going to do it. I think we will stop here after taking our first tentative steps into the Eternal Realm. But we will be back to this on Monday. And continuing and seeing what we can do and accomplish here as we work our way towards the enigmatic Vela Kalos. Between now and then, though, tomorrow night we're back on the Power Hours. We'll be working through the big Power Index. I already have 14 games lined up to play, and against my better judgment, I'm going to let y'all request more stuff tomorrow night if you so desire. We will probably continue that on Saturday. But Friday night, we are doing our Steam Next Fest demo wheel. Many of you have already put in a request for that. If you haven't yet, you've got about 24 hours. You've got until the end of tomorrow night's stream to get it in, so I can get everything set up and ready to roll on Friday. And that, chat, will do. That will be our plan for the next couple of days. I am going to miss playing Dread Delusion. I am absolutely going to miss it over the next couple of days, but I'll try to hold out until Monday, and hopefully I can get back into Scald in my own time. That'll help tide me over. Sometimes games are just aiming for a general low poly, low res style, not PS1 specifically. I feel like Lovely Hellplace, the developer of Dread Delusion, has a particular talent for it. I really, really like the aesthetic with their game. Good stream. I agree. I think this was a very good one. I enjoyed it, and hopefully you did too. But for now, we'll find somebody to raid. Go see what's going on. I think tonight I'll send you over to Arch. They are playing Nightingale. I'm not familiar with this one. Let us become familiar with them. Anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for the third night of Dread Delusion. I feel like we're making significant progress. I mean, we've moved to a whole nother continent, practically, to explore, full of dead people. pretty friendly dead people for the most part. So we will get back to that on Monday. But before then, we have the Power Hours tomorrow night. So hopefully I will see you then. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.